From the hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. I know y'all can't see, but man, it's cold out here. Let me see if I can fix this flash real quick. All right, we fixed it. Y'all, I'm sure you can see that bright spot there in the middle of the screen. It's a whole lot brighter here. It encompasses the whole strawberry patch, and it's very, very bright. I can see every strawberry plant that's in that patch right now. It's currently 1:52 in the morning, and that light out of that bedroom window where my grow lights are emits all the way over to the strawberries. And what's funny about that is I kept wondering how come those strawberry leaves were so dark green. I mean, very dark green. Well, they're getting a ton of light at night, and it's helping them, I guess, stimulating growth very well during the night and stuff. So I seen that, and I thought, I started doing some research on it, and evidently that's what's transpiring here. The light coming out of my bedroom window onto them plants, they're getting 24-hour light. And while it's not a strong light, it is still, I guess, not ambient light. And it's causing the darker leaves on the plants. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. Anyhow, thought I would share that. A little bit of useless information that we get at 2 o'clock in the morning around here. And it's a beautiful night. Stars are out. It's just awesome. I like nighttime. Yeah, so anyhow, I'm going to go in here and try to go to bed so I can get up about 6 or 7 and piddle around for the rest of the day. So we'll see you in a little bit. So I heard a noise, heard the ducks making all kinds of ruckus, and I thought better go out and check, make sure nothing's come in, because didn't know if the electric was hooked up to the fence or not. Come out here, I'm checking everything, and look at what we got right here. Look there. Hey, mommy, we got a peep. We got a peepee, we got a baby. What's the matter with you, huh? Look at the little baby. We got a little baby. Okay. We'll have to come take her from you in the morning. But we got a baby. fact, why don't we just go ahead and grab that now? All right, guys, we got a delivery from Amazon. It's our Sluggo and our barrel nipples for the watering of chili mac, but still ain't found chili mac, and may end up there's Sluggo. Nothing wrong with it this time, thank goodness. Don't know that it's working very good though. Anyhow, here's the piggy nipples right there. I'll get the barrel situated and stuff eventually when we get him, or get another one here. So anyhow, let's just put this stuff up and get to getting. All right, so you see we've got our buck back in here. He started being too rough on the baby bunnies that were in the cage. We got the black and the Angora still over here. She should be popping any time now if she took. The gray bunny is in the building with 3 babies. As you recall, she had 11. All of them ended up dying but 3. And I believe it was due to the heat. She kept on kicking them out of that barrel. And where it was so hot, it stays shaded over here the entire summer. So it's one reason I put them over here is because it's shaded. There's plenty of ventilation and stuff. But I think what had happened was is she wouldn't get in there. She would try to kick them out. It was too hot for her to go in. She would try to kick them out to feed them. And they just died because it was, I think, maybe too cool out here for them or something. I don't know. But anyhow, we ended up taking them all in there. I think there was 7 when we took them in there, and 4 more died, and 3 of them left. So that's kind of heartbreaking. I hate that. But rabbits, if you know anything about rabbits, they'll die at the drop of a hat. They just die. Rabbits just die for no apparent reason. Healthy one day, and they can be dead the next. So it's just, I don't know. I try to, it's better that it done it while they're babies. And that way it gets the weak ones out, and all I got is the strong ones producing more strong rabbits, okay? So anyhow, that's the same with that female that I bought from the neighbors. This, you know, where I got the Angora from, that little tiny brown one. She ended up dying. No clue really what the problem was. So anyhow, give them some straw, or not straw, give them some alfalfa. Fill up some water bottles and things, and then get back at something else. These are the ones that are left right here. This beautiful little gray one. It's like a chinchilla, I think is what they call it. It feels so awesome. Awesome little bunny. Does really good when you handle him. Awesome little guy. And then the black and white one in there, and then another white one. So we got plenty of white ones. Plenty of white ones. But she had a beautiful litter this time. Very upset that they died. These bunnies are doing good. They're eating and drinking. So that's a good thing. I'm sticking them in here. If I can catch another one, I'll get another one out and show you in a second. These are probably the tamest bunnies ever. They come right to your hand. That's a good thing. Usually they won't. And she's very protective. She'll back right up on you and try to hide them. But then they try to nurse on her. Aggravates her. But I mean, look how calm this little feller is. He's just chilling. Just chilling, ain't you, buddy? Usually they're not so calm, so that's a good thing. We like them when they're calm, when they don't squeal and cause a big ruckus and stuff. So another nice bunny. We'll have to sex them here in a little bit and see what they are. So let's put him back in. There we go. Shame that the rest of them passed on. That beautiful litter. I'm so upset about that, but she just wouldn't. Her mommy was an excellent rabbit. never had one litter die, but she's not so good, especially when they're big. If she gets big litters, it's never a good thing with her. If they stay between the 5, 7 range, usually they're good, but when they overwhelm her, she's horrible. It's just like she gives up. And I think that was part of the other problem. She just was trying to kick them out, didn't want to go in there to feed them, tried to kick them out to feed them, couldn't feed them in there, brought them in here. And by that time, she just kind of was disconnected from them. And then, you know, we didn't think that these 3 were going to make it. It was almost like she didn't want to fool with them, but she finally did start fooling with them again. So had nothing to do with us. We touch her babies all the time. As soon as the day they're born, we touch them. She don't mind. So that rabbit over there, he's licking or biting the other one. So, all right, let's get off. All right, let's see what we got in here. We had a chick earlier in the morning, this morning, real early. Oh, yeah, you're pretty. What do we got? Any more babies? Let Daddy see. Let me see. Where's them chickies? Where's them chickies? Get up off them heads. Let me see. Let me see. Any more babies? No more babies, huh? You're getting after it for real, ain't you? Old girl. What about you? You got any? What about you? You got any? Get up. Oh, but you got the most eggs under you. Come on. I guess so. Alright. I guess she's got any. Those little varmints is why we spray our plants. Cucumber beetles. Out here getting ready to fix this patch, get it squared away, and this pumpkin right here, I believe is going to open tomorrow. It's I don't know, let me see. It's still green, I guess. I have my sunglasses on. It's pretty close to opening though. So next few days it's gonna open. That's on the main, and that is on the 1209 Hodge. I have a pumpkin here on the secondary. If I let that secondary come out here, from there, grow, boom. I could grow it on the secondary. Don't know. I don't think there's enough plant behind it. I don't know. Anyways, if you got any thoughts, comment down below or find me on Facebook. Tell me what you think. Here it is, 2:30, and the moon's out. It's pretty neat looking, ain't it? All right, back to work. What are you doing? All right, guys, how we doing? We're out here at the pumpkin patch, land of the giants. Today, we're gonna get in there. We're gonna get some weeds pulled out. We're gonna be culling these things, which I absolutely dread doing because they look so phenomenal. These plants are, man, they're so good looking. And I've talked to so many growers now, and they said, hey, that's why we only grow 2 or 3 plants, because we have the same problem. It's hard to cull when they look good, but we do it. So we got a plan in mind. We got a schedule. We're going to try to stick by the book on this thing, okay? From here until the end of the season, we're going to try to do our best. I got one in there that's looking like it's getting ready to pop. May pollinate, may not. It just depends on what I think I can do in the next 20 days with that plant. If that plant keeps growing like it is, I could do some phenomenal things. We've got T. Wayne here helping us today, and we've got Elmer. Y'all ain't met Elmer yet, but when you do, Elmer's a cool dude, all right? And so anyhow, we're going to be working with those yahoos today. Sit back, enjoy the rest of this video, okay? Have some good laughs. Let's learn a little bit. Let's have fun. Hey guys, T. Wayne here. Hey,
You know why Ryan looks so much like me? Because he copies me. Oh yeah, copies me down to the T, I'm telling you now. What we're gonna do in here, we're gonna get in this pumpkin patch, and we're gonna do some awesome things today, and I'm gonna show you how. First thing we're gonna do is go over here, and well, it's awful bright out here, but we're gonna go out here and we're gonna pull up some of these plants right by the roots.
T-Wayne!
That guy. T-Wayne was sure enough come out here and pull them up by their roots. Listen here, guys. Never pull a plant. Never pull a plant up by the roots. Cut it off. Especially if they're pretty close to another plant. You take a chance on messing with the root structures and the root system and maybe hurting the other plant that you want to keep in the ground. You can imagine, here's a plant, the roots are like this. You pull this one up and see what happens, and it pulls on it, okay? And you could stunt that growth, you could end the growth, you do all kinds of things, so just don't do it. Take a knife or a pruner, cut it off, be done with it. Never pull a plant up. T-Wayne, that was bad information. Don't give information like that. Let's go on out here. Hey guys, what's up? My name's Elmer, old dude. And old Ryan here, he thinks he knows a thing or two about gardening. I taught him everything he knows, old dude. So look here, sit back and relax. We're gonna take this here knife. I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna cut one of them plants off. I'm gonna teach him how to really garden. You know that 1251 new? We're gonna cut it right out of there, dude. Oh yeah. Let me tell you something. This here knife is awesome. Case. Can't beat a case. You know, I think it might be, well, I better not say it on camera. He liable to take it from me. I think I got this off Ryan there a couple of days ago, and I never gave it back. I put it in my pocket, you know, like them lighters you used to do when you was a kid and smoke cigarettes. Don't do that, kids. It's bad for you. Don't start smoking. Took years to quit that habit. Bad habit. Oh, yeah, old dude. We're going to take this knife and cut that down. Let's watch this here. Look at the stump on that plant. Mercy. That stump's a big old stump, old dude. Huge. I didn't even have to pull hard. It come right up. Might be able to plant it somewhere else. Let's go try it, old dude. Huh?
All right, guys. So evidently, Elmer took it upon himself to take the 1378 new out of here, which I was going to do it, but I guess he just couldn't wait for me. So he went on ahead and did it for me. He's picking up some of this. We're gonna get in here and we're gonna till all this up and everything. Very few roots down in here. It wasn't rooted very good. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. Planted it over there where the other stuff is on the other side of the garden patch there. That's where the 1673 and a half Bartimus is at, the ribbon vine one, and the 724 or 727, excuse me, 727 Hodge 50 square foot experiment is. So that this experiment right here will be seeing if you can pull a pumpkin up like that and carry it over to another spot with roots intact on that big old stump, and it had other roots from where it had dug into the ground that I'd been burying, and tap roots and whatnot. So we're going to see if it'll survive over there. It's just an experiment. If it doesn't, okay. If it does, cool. Just an experiment. So we're going to till up that spot right there and then continue tilling everything else. I pulled the heat cable up.
find all of the skewers that I was using to stake him down with. Let's get in there and till all this up, because that had not been tilled up since before I put the hoop house down. So let's get in there, till it up, and then we'll start running this guy right here backwards. So let's do it. All right, old dude, we done it. We took that plant over there, sight unseen. Old dude didn't even know I done it. There's people say I look like David Spade. If anything, David Spade looks like me. Wait till I take this bandana off. You see all them glorious locks I got on my head. Here comes Ryan. All right, guys, so I had to go in for a second, get a drink of water. When you're out here in these hot days of summer, make sure you stay hydrated. Drink some water, Gatorade if you prefer it, or Powerade, something to that effect. Or drinking some good stuff that you make at home, okay? Haymakers drink, that's a good one. Got ginger and honey or maple sugar if you want it, and some other things in there. Anyhow, getting ready to rip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did y'all see somebody touch my plants? That 1378 new ain't there no. Don't you touch it, Elmer. I mean, don't you touch it. You touch that, Elmer, I'm gonna work you. Okay, guys, we've tilled this up really good. Coming over here, I'm gonna start pitchforking these backwards. These secondaries got to go backwards now. I've already cut the tendrils off and pulled all the tertiaries. Tertiaries are another vine growing like the secondary, only instead of it coming off the main, it comes off the secondary. Okay, and they need pulled off, and they need pulled off when you can, as soon as you see them. So I got that. I can see a big root starting right there. We're gonna cover that up and get it ready. I'm gonna give this thing this evening a shot of root mass booster, a root mass expander, whatever you want to call it, calcium nitrate and some other things. Get it to flower and stuff, and get it ready for ready for pollinating a pumpkin. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to get my little tripod up, set it in here, and y'all can let y'all see how I do this. Okay, guys. You know, I was just thinking, one of the biggest things that I have a problem with other growers is the fact that they'll tell you to do something, but they very rarely have a video posted showing you exactly how to do it. And I don't know if it's for lack of not knowing, that people were interested in knowing, you know, that there are people out there that want to be able to see exactly how to do it, rather than, you know, just told that this is what you do. They want to see it for themselves or what. But anyhow, we're going to show you exactly what to do.
And as you can see, there's not very much weeds growing in here underneath this canopy. Plus we got all the shade cloth on there, and that kind of helps, you know. But when you got the plant leaves as big as they are, excuse me, and everything, that thing don't want to stay right. I need to buy me a new octopus stand. Anyways, you know, when you got leaves this big and you got a shade net over top of it, not much can get through to actually grow underneath here. So I'm gonna get a little shovel full of dirt, and I'm gonna put it right there on that node from this freshly tilled soil. I'm just gonna put it right in there like that. I don't know if y'all seen that or not. Let's see. Hoping y'all can see that. Let's take it and put it right in there like that, okay? It don't take much, and there's roots coming up off the top of it now over here, so we're gonna put dirt there and cover up those roots. One there. One there, like that. Let's see here. Got some more roots back there growing, so we'll cover them up as well. Like I say, we'll give this thing a nice shot of calcium nitrate tonight. Give it some root mass expander stuff, and then we'll give it some stuff to help it flower better. I'm not pulling the flowers off now because I want enough flowers to pollinate when I'm ready. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to move you, and I'm going to show you. This is not down anywhere, but you can see it's going to be. See all those roots popping up at the bottom? So it's going to be really soon. So it's a good thing we got in here and got it today. So now all we're going to do is turn it back this way and start training it to go backwards. And I will bury these roots, guys, okay? I'm going to bury the roots. All these roots will get buried today. Just like I did that main just now, that will be the same way that these roots get buried. In fact, going ahead, do it now while we're here. And then that'll be done. You won't have to worry about that either. Some of these, where they're kind of close to the heel, where I bent them backwards, they're going to take a little bit more dirt. Some of them may not get anything until that vine kind of goes backwards a little bit better. Okay, now that we've got that, I'll have to see how that leaf does in a while, see if that limb will lay down or not. If it won't, we'll have to remove that leaf right there. Now, we're going to bend this one back, and I think then I can get my tiller in here and till up this side one more time, and then leave it alone for the year. So let's do that, and then I'll bring you back after we've gotten that done. So let's show you. This is a secondary. This is the secondary bloom. And this is a tertiary. This is your tendrils, okay? So the tendril needs to go, and the tertiary. See how that looks like another pumpkin vine? It is. It's a third pumpkin vine. You got the main vine up there. The secondary comes off here. And then off of your secondary, at every leaf node, there'll be a tertiary.
take and cut the tertiary off and cut this off. Just like this. Tendril, cut. Tertiary, cut. Throw it away. Don't need it, okay? It takes away growth. One more time. Right over here. Y'all see that? Hope you can. Oh, poop. All right. Stand up there. Tendril. Cut it. This tertiary ain't big enough to have to cut, so just pull it. And you're done, okay? And then it's ready to rock and roll. All right, just make sure you do that to every secondary. Clear it of the tendrils and clear it of the tertiaries, okay? Got a shovel right here. We're getting ready to dig this rascal up. That old Ryan lazy. Lazy, I tell you. He's in the house still. I'll go get T-Wayne and make him do this. Hang on a minute. Let's get T-Wayne and make him do it. He gave me a special job. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna dig his pumpkin up. Tell you now. Y'all seen it. I was over with the chickens just a minute ago. We're gonna have to have dumplings soon. Them things look lip smacking good. And that one, he tried to get me. He got Ryan the other day, nailed him right in the butt. I don't think it's gonna make it, boss, but we're gonna go do it anyhow. Well, it looks like either T-Wayne or Elmer. I'm tell you what, these two guys are. They're great guys, great workers. Both of them's a little touched. Elmer's a know-it-all. Thinks he knows everything. Thinks he taught everybody everything. And if it comes out of his mouth, he promises it to you that it's the gospel's truth. And then you got T-Wayne, he's just a little touched. Did I tell y'all what touched was? I can't remember. But anyhow, one of them removed the 951 new. They planted it over there, though. They did a good job. I seen that. That looked good. That 1378 we took out earlier, I don't think it's going to make it. We're going to have to show you that in a minute. That new might make it, though. So whoever done that. They done it decent. We're going to till up this area here. We're going to give it to the 2261 Schmidt. The whole thing there. Whole kit and caboodle, as they say. Let's get her done. And get this stuff done for the day. So we can start watering. Do y'all say water? You see, I say wash. I say water. I say all kinds of weird things that y'all's probably never heard of. And if, truth be known, if I wasn't clearing up my English right now, you probably wouldn't understand nothing I'm saying right now. You understand? How about we get some likes and some comments and things if y'all want to hear how I really talk without me having to clear it up. Let's see if y'all can hear and understand what I'm saying. Because I got some hillbilly gibber you guys ain't never heard before. And there's only a few people in West Virginia that speak it and understand it. Well, anyhow, we still got that giveaway going on for a $50 gift card to anywhere you guys want to go. Go down below and you'll see the video, our first giveaway. Watch that video for details on how to get a $50 gift card this month to anywhere you want to go shopping at. Let's get this
1209 Hodge has got pumpkins everywhere. There's a baby pumpkin. There's a baby pumpkin. Don't see one there yet. Then there's a bunch of them on that side over there. Right there's the one that looks like it's getting ready to open in the next couple days. You can see the tip of it there opening up. And then there's another one right over there. On this side, right here. Oh, there's one. And where did I see that other one at? There's one. It's got pumpkins everywhere on this plant. Anyhow, trying to get this straightened up. Keep from getting a mess. This is how deep we're going. Pretty deep. .261 Schmidt. We're gonna give her some room. We're gonna give them all some room now. We got it awesome. Now we got 2 plants out of the way. That's all it took. Wait till I show you how we're gonna grow these monsters. All right, guys, we got her pretty good now. This is the 1251 new. The 1378 new was right there. We removed him. I'm gonna run all the secondaries off of the 1251 new back here, and it'll fill up this whole entire back in here. And then as they come off, I'll continue to fill in. The main vine will wrap around, and wherever a pumpkin lands up in here somewhere, that's where we'll pollinate him, and that's where it'll stay. And we'll just fill in this whole section here. So he'll have 25 foot by 25 foot, something like that. Then this one here is a 1209 Hodge. It will run up in here. The vines on the far side will go that way, and they'll pitchfork back that way. These vines will all come this way. They'll fill in wherever that main vine don't. They'll come in and just fill in this whole area here. And the main vine will also come this way. That pumpkin is in a peculiar spot, but it looks like it's getting ready to do its thing. If it does, I'll take that secondary. Well, I already need to take it secondary. That secondary needs to come back this way, and I'll just run that secondary all the way back across the rest of them. This one is the 1378 new, the second one that I had. Secondaries on it on the far side will run that way, just like the 1209 Hodge. The secondaries on this side will run this way, fill in that, and then the main vine will also fill in here. This is the 2261 Schmidt, and its vines will run, these main vines will run out this way. On the far side, those main vines will run out to the fence and then pitchfork them up. And they'll fill in this whole 20-some foot by 20-some foot. It's like 20, this one's like 28 foot by 25 foot. And I can technically run him, that main vine, all the way out if I want. I can just run him at a diagonal that way as far as I want to go. So that one right there, I got him bent like that right now because there's a pumpkin on there that might be getting pollinated, so I S-curved him just to just to see that pumpkin's on that far side. So if I S-curve him right there, then that pumpkin's on that side growing, and then I can grow all this in. That one right there is that one, and that 13, or this one and the 1251 new on the other end are the two main pumpkins I'm going to try to grow. The other two in between are just backups, just in case something drastic and horrible happens. This one is my bushel gourd, and he'll fill in up in here. They'll be running at diagonals, so they'll have plenty of room, tons and tons of room. These two here, that's the 824 Hodge, and that's the 1673.5 Bartimus. Those two are competing. I'm going to see which one ends up doing the best. I'm hoping that Bartimus one does, and I'll just have him, if he does, run straight back as far as he can go, and just let him have as much room as he'll take, and just let him eat, and probably keep the 824 Hodge as a pollinator for him, and then pollinate it, but only give it a minimum amount of room if all pans out the way I want it. So that's how we're going to do it, guys. That's how we're going to do it. I took 2 plants out and had enough room to run a good majority of these plants. You know, just 2 of them in the center is going to have a little less room than the others. The other ones are going to have pretty sufficient room. I can do whatever I want with them. I can run them however I want, whatever gives me the best possibility of growing a big pumpkin, and then have the middle ones there just as a backup in case something happens to the other ones. I can cut them at the stem, kill them, and then let the other pumpkins just take over. So that's how we're going to do it. I got all this tilled up. I got to till it again. So we're going to get that done, and then I'll be giving them all tonight. I'll be giving them 1848 DAP fertilizer. I'll be giving them a root mass expander or stimulator, whatever you want to call it, just to root in everywhere that I buried. I did bury all those, as you've seen. You can probably see in there now. They're buried. We buried vines. All these vines are buried. If they had a little touch of a node coming, I buried it. And we'll continue to bury vines from here on out. It's time to get serious with these pumpkins and time to grow us a giant, okay? So I've called them. Now I'm ready to go. I'm going to till this up one more time. Like I said, I'll give them the 1848 DAP fertilizer. I will give them a calcium nitrate fertilizer. I'll give them the root mass expander, stimulator, whatever you want to call it. And I'll give them a shot of CalMag, okay? And then next few days, I'll give them some 20-20-20. And then I'll also give them some silicon, the Protec silicon. And so that's what, just to help build up those stem walls, in case you don't know what it's for. I'm trying to be as specific as possible in this video to help a lot of you new growers. Like I said earlier in the video, I think a lot of the old growers have been doing it for so long that there's so many things that they may have repeated or done or said 1,000 times in different videos. But I'm trying to make an all-in-one video for new growers on what to do and how to do it, okay? So a pitchfork pattern, you can either pitchfork them this way or you can pitchfork them backwards. And all that means is you're taking those secondaries, a secondary on each side of the main vine, and you're bending it like a pitchfork, okay? You're bending it. So if this is your main vine, okay, you're bending it up. You're bending the secondaries up, making it like a pitchfork. So it don't matter if you go backwards or if you go forwards with the pitchfork, that's a pitchfork. If you come straight out from the, you know, if you got the main vine like this and you come out like this on either side, and it makes a Christmas tree pattern because it makes like a triangle, okay? And with your main and your secondaries. All right, so that's what they're called. Remove your tendrils, remove your tertiaries like I showed you earlier, bury your vines like I showed you earlier. Water is what they need to grow. Things like 500 gallons of water a week a plant can suck up in 1 week, okay? And it may be more, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read. It was 500 gallons in a week. Okay, keep your soil loose if possible. If not, just don't pack it as much. Step on it as least as possible. So tomorrow, This is gonna look a lot different because I've got boards and things to put down, and I just gotta get my center blocks put in here so I can stop walking on the soil, so the vines can run underneath the boards. Because if I put boards down on the ground, yeah, it'll disperse my weight, but at the same time, I'm still stepping on the ground, and the vines are gonna run over the board, and then they can't root through the board, so I'm just missing however wide that board is. Anyways, more on that video, or more on that in another video, but I'm just trying to cover all the points that I wish was in one video, just one whole video, not an hour and 45-minute video, and not a 5, 10, 15-minute video. Of a pretty well done video in how to bury your vines, how to trim your vines, how to bury, check for this and that when you cull and things of those natures. Okay, the reason why I called this one back here, he was kind of the scrub of all of them. The 951 new, he looked really good, but his secondaries were very, very, very slow. They were nowhere near the secondaries on these plants here. These plants here have the best secondaries of all the plants. Okay, so that's why I called like I did, and that's why I've kept what I have. And I may get to a point where I have to cut out that 1209 Hodge and that other 1378 up there, but I'm not there yet, and I'm trying to get as much room as possible to grow as big a pumpkin as possible. Yeah, so anyhow, I hope this helps. I'm gonna get this tilled up. I'm gonna get everything fertilized and watered in today, and we're just gonna go on ahead and end the video right here. Okay, guys? So thanks for watching. All right, we'll see you tomorrow right here in Heavenly Hills Homestead. Elmer, go away. You ain't saying bye. No, T-Wayne, no. I'll feed you in a minute. Good grief, them guys, I'm telling you the truth. See you.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And subscribe.